you guys understand that you really do need to start trusting your gut and just looking at things logically and not with all the fluff that everything is served to you in. Look at some of the common like myths that I really noticed. Like I used to believe these things too, but like these are probably the five biggest things that I get questions on when people start this challenge. So myth one, or illogic, I like to say illogic, eating frequently boosts your metabolism. So it's not that that's not true whatsoever. It's that there's a lack of data in the sense of it's insinuating something and not explaining it thoroughly. Because what that really means is like when you eat, your body is going to use energy to digest your food. And that's called the thermic effect of food. And so that burns like 10% of the calories that you just took in. So it doesn't technically boost your metabolism. It just takes energy to digest your food. It's just science. And aside from that, where a lot of people say, oh, I heard, eating small, frequent meals helps you lose weight. Well, if you're somebody who frequently snacks on junk food, then that might help you lose weight because you're less likely to snack on junk food if you have healthy options that you are supposed to snack on. And so that's the real reason behind it. It's behavioral. It's not science-based. Second one is I will get fat if I eat at night. If that were true, I'd be obese because there's some nights I eat a huge meal at the end of the day. And this one was really hard for me to get past too. However, when you eat is honestly, it's not as important as how much you're eating. So whether you overeat during the day or you overeat at night, either way, it's going to prevent you from losing weight. So the reason that it's said that you're going to, gain weight if you eat at night is because most people that overeat and binge eat do it at night because they're tired, they've made decisions all day, they've been at work all day, and when they get home, they don't want to think about or make another decision on what to eat, so they just end up overeating. Number 3, I must do cardio every day to lose weight. Okay, so you do not need to do cardio every day to lose weight. Cardio is good in moderation. Like, obviously, it's good for your heart, your cholesterol, all those things. There's tons of benefits. But when it comes to losing weight, a lot of people go overboard with the cardio. And the facts are, cardio burns calories while you're doing it, right? But if you're lifting weights and building muscle is going to burn calories when you're not doing it. So it's basically like outsourcing work. Like, if you're at work all day and you have to do every single task for yourself, you're going to get less done, right? What if you pay an employee, $8 an hour to do all of these little tasks for you that you don't really feel like doing, right? So muscle is like an outsource, okay? So it's going to do work for you while you just kind of sit back. And that's what I want you to think of when you think of why you need to build lean muscle. 4th, lifting weights makes me bulk up. The truth is that if you feel like lifting weights in the past has made you quote unquote bulk up, there's no physical way for it to add significant mass to anybody unless you're eating enough calories to support that. So what that means is like muscles obviously have to be made of something, right? They're made of energy, and the energy is coming from carbs and protein. So you have to actually have extra carbs and protein in your diet to build new muscle. Just like, think about it like this. Like, when a woman is pregnant, she needs to eat more because she's making a baby inside of her body, right? Well, building muscle is a really hard thing for your body to do, so it needs extra energy. So that's why you need a surplus of food. So unless you've been eating a surplus of food, and that's why, you got quote-unquote bulky, it could also just be the fact that when people start to lean out and lose more fat, they start to see more of the muscle that they have underneath. And so people think that they're, adding all this muscle when in reality they're just losing fat. And then lastly, it's, I always say, for the most part, if you see somebody who you perceive as bulky, they are probably advanced or enhanced, which means advanced in the sense of they've been weightlifting for 3 to 5 years and they've been eating that way, and they're deliberately doing that every day because they like that look. Or they're enhanced in the sense of like they're taking some kind of performance enhancing supplements, which that's kind of not talked about enough in the fitness industry, but there's like a surplus of people who are famous, Instagram, Fitspos out there, and they take performance enhancing drugs, but it's, one of those things that gets swept under the rug because people don't want to talk about it. It's uncomfortable and it makes them seem like frauds, but that's just the truth. And the last myth or logic is carbs make me fat. I can't eat them. That is not true at all. Carbs will not make you fat. An excess of carbs could make you fat, right? So if you're eating more than your body needs. However, an excess of protein will make you fat. An excess of fat will make you fat. So carbs are nothing special. It's just that when most people overeat, it's usually on something that's higher in carbs, like they eat a ton of pasta or a ton of bread or a ton of candy. And those things always tend to be higher in carbs. So I hope you guys understand those. And I am more than happy to answer any other questions of any other myths or confusions you guys have. So if you have any right now, go to the Facebook group, post them in there, and I will answer your questions, okay? All right, cool. I don't want anybody to be confused on any of this. And if you have any weird questions about cleanses or